Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to Gallic Gun Toys. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and today we are reviewing the Maximatic number 3 Son Goku Base Form Battle Damaged. Okay, so let's jump into this review, shall we guys? As you can see, absolutely amazing figure straight off the bat. So very happy with it. Just the overall presentation is really just fantastic. It's a nice solid size. We'll get into a height breakdown shortly before we do some comparisons, but for now I just want to show you guys the high level of quality that has gone into every inch of this figure. So we'll start with the boots. Even the soles of his feet are painted, guys, like really nicely. That's really good. The paint on the boots is very accurate, very spot on, very tidy. The line works very nice. And then as we move up to the legs, we've got some great sculpting work with the folds, the tear here. The rest of the tear work up here, his belt. All throughout, the sculpting in the legs, in the pants here, is just absolutely phenomenal. Looks so good. And yeah, this guy is just such a favorite of mine straight out of the gate, just with the high level of quality that has gone into the sculpt work here. Alright, and while we're down here at the legs, I will just mention this awesome shading that they've gone all throughout here. It looks really nice. Very well defined, very nice. Just a nice contrast with the overall colour, the blues. I feel like they've used the perfect orange, the perfect blue for his wristbands and his belt. It just works absolutely perfectly. And as we move on to the chest, you guys will see just how defined these muscles are. They have really gone to town with all the sculpt work on this figure. I could not be happier with the sculpt. It honestly is so good. The face does look a little bit odd from some particular angles. I only kind of just noticed that as I was taking some thumbnails for this video, but we'll have a little look at that in a minute. But have a look at his back. Just look how tanked that is. They've really put some great definition in here, and I really appreciate it because it makes a huge difference, especially for something like this. To me, that just screams Saiyan Saga Goku. Well, more the end of the Saiyan Saga during his battle with Vegeta. I think that's what that's depicting here, and I think they nailed it pretty well. It looks really good, and to me, if we have a Vegeta to go alongside this with some battle damage, that's going to look absolutely awesome, and they will complement each other absolutely beautifully. Now, before we move on, I will just mention how nice the shading is all through his chest here as well. We'll have a quick look at this face. The face I like, but like I said, I think you've just got to have it on the right angle, because depending on sort of, just move the camera down a little bit, yeah, it just, I don't mind it from pretty much any angle, but when I was trying to take some photos, it just didn't quite look right from a couple angles. But overall, such a solid figure. Stand is pretty chunky, not clear. I've kind of given up on complaining about that. I don't think they're ever going to do anything about that. It's a pretty solid stand. Yeah, doesn't fall off too easily, and it doesn't look too bad either. Looks pretty good. Overall, just a really special figure. The sculpt, the paint is just completely on point. Honestly, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 just for that, not based on anything else. But let's get into a height breakdown, shall we, guys? So he is standing very top of his hair, right on almost exactly 10 inches tall. So pretty respectable size. Can't complain with that. That's really nice. Let's jump into some comparisons with a few other figures, shall we? Okay, so here he is with the Maximatic 1 Ultra Instinct Son Goku. They look pretty good together. Here he is with the Maximatic 2 Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. Once again, look pretty good. But this number 3, oh my god, he just leaves the other two for absolute dead. Don't get me wrong, I love this Super Saiyan Blue one here, but this number 3 one, to me, this is where it's at. Here he is in a comparison with the Super Master Star Piece Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, the Brush 1. And as you can see, he stacks up pretty well against the Super Master Star Piece line, which is a pretty sizable line, and some of the biggest figures you can sort of get from Ichiban Kuji or Banpresto. So I think, yeah, the Maximatic 3 Goku is quite a respectable size. Here is in a comparison with the Grandista Manga Dimensions Bardock. Absolutely beautiful figure, but using this as our comparison for Grandista scale, you can see this guy is slightly smaller. Like, he's hunched over a little bit, he does have his legs spread out a little bit, his knees bent slightly, but I think by the actual scale, I would say that this Maximatic line would be just a little bit, maybe like an inch under the Grandista in scale if they were standing straight up. And I always kind of thought they were probably about Grandista scale, just kind of not standing straight up like most of the Grandistas. All of the Grandistas. Okay, now we've looked at everything, guys. Let's get into our final thoughts and score. Final thoughts, amazing figure. I've probably said it way too many times in the video already, but yeah, absolutely amazing. So happy with it. 10 out of 10 for me. Absolute must-have for your collection. I can't recommend picking it up enough. And yeah, this guy gets a 10 out of 10. Definitely. The paint, the sculpt, the pose, the overall presentation, the quality, value for money, with it being just a $40 figure, same as pretty much all your other Banprestos, but you're getting a lot more bang for your buck and a higher level of quality, in my personal opinion. Alright, fellow collectors, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, you can also follow me over on Facebook and Instagram at GalletGunToys. Thank you as always for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.